Hi everyone, I've managed to finish the Imperial Knight. It's taken a while with the work being as busy as it is, but I managed to get there in the end. So I've taken it as far as I want to, and I'll decide if it's going to be a free blade or part of a baronial court later. Take this off so it doesn't fall off. So the banner at the bottom and the shield have both been left white, so I can come back to that later and decide what I'm going to do with it. So the armour's come out looking reasonable. So I've done extreme highlighting on the metalwork, so it's all been edge highlighted with lead belcher, and then the only sort of wear and tear that's actually showing on the model at the minute is the exhaust parts, which have been stippled black over the base coat of copper. So I'll go through the list of colours that I used. If anyone wants more in depth on how to achieve this effect with the armour, let me know. I'll try and knock something up. Put that down for a moment. So started off with spraying all of the armour black, and then just pushing on a bit of lead belcher in random places, followed by iron breaker in random places again, and then runefang steel, but this was just a bit more sparing. And then the effect that you were left with was this odd sort of patchy striping underneath. And then to get the effect with the blue, it was airbrushed clear coat from Forge World. So I've really gotten on with this stuff. I've enjoyed using it, and with the different silvers underneath, it's allowed it to have different highlights of silver there. Sorry, I forgot to mention, before I put the clear coat on, I edge highlighted with Stormhost silver, so all the panels were edged, as you can see around there. So I used Stormhost silver instead of runefang steel to just really make it jump out to be a difference, and then that saved trying to highlight it afterwards, because it'd really stand out as not quite right, and I've not found a blue that would go on then after it. There might be a couple, there are some nice blues out there, but I'm not sure if the tones are quite right. So put that back on there. I had hoped to magnetise that, but we'll come back to that one day. So after the metals, did the airbrushing blue, and then painted all of the panels, the trims, in iron breaker, and then that was edge highlighted with Stormhost silver, and then any rivets and that I'd used non-oil gloss just to keep up that shine on the armour itself. Now for the edge highlighting underneath, that had all been painted with airbrushed iron hand steel, which is very dark silver. It looks like lead belcher in that, but it comes out a lot darker. So you can see there. And then after that I gave it a wash with non-oil, just plain non-oil, so it looks dirtier, and then I edge highlighted it with lead belcher just to get that effect. So it's not too bright, and it keeps the two segments quite separated, because if I'd used runefang steel or Stormhost on the dark grey metalwork, it would have conflicted with the trim. I wanted to keep them separate. I then used Screaming Bell, and then stippled Abaddon black on the exhaust parts, and then that gave it quite a nice effect. And I've not done any battle damage or anything on the model yet, because as I say, I want to figure out if it's a free blade, then I might go a bit hardcore with battle damage. If it's part of a baronial court or a house, then the guy will be going back getting repairs done, and it'd be in a better condition. Just for the Aquila, I'd used Retributor armour, and then gave it a wash with Reikland Flash Shade. Just kept it quite simple. There was a touch of, I've not bought the pot, a touch of Liberated Gold on there, but it's not quite shown up, so I probably didn't get the mix right. And I also used Rakoth Flesh on the scroll, and then just gave it a wash with a Grax Earth Shade. But as I say, I'll come back to that once I decide what's happening with the model in specific, so I might go over that in a different colour, or just write on it a name. So if anyone wants any more details on how to achieve the blue effect, let me know. I'll see if I've got some panels I can knock up. As I say, it's something I've been experimenting with, because I had tried doing orange, because I really like the idea of an orange knight, and also played around with yellow, but never actually sort of landed on something I was completely happy with. I mean, some of it just looked horrible. I mean, I like this, it's nice and matte, but you still get that orange tone effect on the metal underneath. So I might be using that on, say, Cult Mechanicus, or if I make some models go alongside this chap. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to get some more videos up. I've been working on some pre-Heresy Dark Angels, and hopefully they'll be up soon. So thank you very much, and see you later.